Hey everyone, today I'm going to be taking a look back on one of my favourite Minions sets. Set number 75551, the brick-built Minions and their lair. This set comes with 3 Minions, a brick-built Stuart and a brick-built Kevin, which you can rebuild into a brick-built Bob. This set contains 876 pieces, and retailed for $44.99 in the UK. It released back in 2020, which was 4 years ago now, which is really surprising. It doesn't feel like it's been 4 years. Anyway, with that said, let's get into the set. Let's start with the minifigures. So, this set comes with Bob, Stuart, and Kevin. Bob is dressed in his martial arts outfit that you see him wearing in the Minions Rise of Gru. He does look quite good, and the shaping of him is very accurate to his on-screen counterpart. So it just looks like the shape of a minion, really. Stuart is dressed in his pajamas. Again, the new mold that LEGO used here for both the head and the body are really good, and you can definitely tell that it is supposed to be a minion. Kevin is dressed in his iconic blue dungarees. My only nitpick with the other 2 minions are that they're not dressed in the denim dungarees, which I think is a shame. You also get some accessories for the minions in this set. So there is a banana for Stuart, and they got a hat each, so a construction hat, a firefighter hat, and a martial arts kind of style hat. This was a very nice touch, and it really adds to the customizability of this set. Now I'll move on to the brick-built minions. So I'll start with Stuart, which you can open up to reveal an interior for the minions for Stuart to live in. I'll start by talking about the exterior though. So in my opinion, Stuart looks really good for his size. He does definitely look like a minion. The printed piece that is used for his mouth is perfect. It's just a classic minion expression in my opinion. And the legs and arms are really good. It does complete the minion look by giving him like curvy arms to look like the minion arms. I also love the use of the black teeth pieces for his hair to make it look like a comb over like he does in the film. Now on to the interior of Stuart. As the minifigure is wearing pajamas, they decided to have a bed in the centerpiece of the lair of the inside of Stuart, which is a nice detail. There are also some stickered pieces that have references to Rise of Gru, like the Wild Knuckles poster and the Vicious 6 poster. This is a really nice touch, which didn't really need to be included. There is also a dial at the top of the inside where you can turn it and it moves Stuart's eye, which is nice for playability. Overall, the inside wasn't really the best. However, it is understandable as there is a limited amount of space to work with. But I do appreciate the Vicious 6 reference and the Wild Knuckles reference. Moving on to the brick-built Kevin, which you can also open up to reveal a slightly different interior. From the outside, Kevin is pretty similar to Stuart. The only noticeable differences are that he is slightly taller, he has 2 eyes, and he uses a different printed piece for the mouth. The 3 printed mouths that are included that you use with each individual minion are the same type of piece, so you can easily change them if you so desired. I like the use of the shrub, like the dried shrub in black, to show Kevin's hair. And the brick-built Kevin just definitely looks like Kevin, and I think he's probably my favourite of the three. But the hair definitely completes Kevin's look as a whole. The interior of Kevin is decorated differently to Stuart, with the centerpiece being all of the screens, which is obviously a reference to him being the leader, so he needs all the screens. Each of the screens have a different image on, like the fart gun, Otto the minion, and what looks like communications for Bob, Kevin, and Stuart, and a few other things on there as well. Kevin is depicted as the leader of the films, so it does make sense for him to have all these screens, as I said earlier. There are also a few accessories for Kevin on the inside, like a crowbar, a wrench, and a banana. He also has what looks like a washing machine, although I'm not 100% sure that it is. It might be something different, I'm not really sure. Here are the pieces that you have left over when Kevin is built and Bob isn't. So you'll use these pieces when you build Bob. Now moving on to Bob. So you can rebuild Kevin into Bob. You can never have Bob and Kevin built at the same time unless you buy two of this set. The exterior of Bob looks quite similar to the other two, only Bob is bald and has a green and brown eyes. Bob also has a different mouth printed on to a piece. He does look exactly like Bob from the Minion movie, which I think Bob's my favourite character of the Minion movies, although Kevin is still my favourite of the three builds. Bob also has a different interior. Bob's interior is more martial arts themed. There are some accessories on the inside, including a staff, a sword, and two sais. There are also some plant-looking things scattered about, but I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be. Overall, I think this is my favourite interior of the three. This is mostly because of the martial arts aspect of it, because I quite like ninja-y kind of stuff. You can also move Bob's eyes when using a dial on the inside, just like with Kevin and Stuart. Here are the leftover pieces that you get when Bob is built and Kevin isn't. So obviously there's a few more because Kevin is a bit bigger than Bob. Overall, I really enjoy this set. I just wish they made it so you could have all three minions built at the same time, even if that makes it more expensive. But I think they look really good, especially for the price, so I'm happy with that. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!